No, I think they would just have to have their own account and dump it on their own account. I don't think the fee is different.
I thought they would have to pay a commercial rate and not the municipal rate.
I think even in these other communities, when the truck goes and has a contract with the town, they pay the municipal rate. If you don't have a contract with the town and you're just a private vendor like Island Rubbish is today, I think that's the difference in the people in Middletown. They hire these people who don't participate in the program. So if they just hire company ABC, well, they're not the one that hold the contract to pick up the residential rates. They've got to pay the commercial rate, which is $40 or $50 some odd dollars a ton. It's unique because I agree, it's unique because Jamestown's the only one that does that.
Paying the tipping fee, right?
Well, because they allow Island Rubbish to pick up the trash and dump under their account, is the way Bruce described it,
Yes.
right? It's not Island Rubbish picking up and dumping under their account and getting a special rate. They're dumping under the town of Jamestown.
They're not paying the tipping fee.
No.
The town pays
The
it.
town pays the tipping.
So the town is subsidizing Island Rubbish to some extent by doing that.
Well, if Island Rubbish had to pay the tipping fee, they would have to charge more than $288 a year, for
Right.
sure. So, and
So it really is subsidized.
it's sort of a subsidization.
I'm still confused, Howie, just say that if Island Rubbish somehow were hired by the town to pick up all the rubbish, everything, except what people would want to take, like televisions and that sort of thing that go, but the general rubbish, like an old chair or whatever. And they did that. We used bags for our garbage, then they picked that up. And if we had an old chair, they would take that too.
Buy a sticker to take.
Why would they have to buy, why would you have to buy a sticker?
Because the way the town describes it is the policing part of it, is that how do you know that other trash from other wherever isn't being mixed into that load? Because when you dump, you want to be able to dump and just see whatever color bag come out.
Exactly.
Right, that's what you want to see. If you start allowing them to, and that's why I assume Middletown goes back on a separate day where you pay a separate fee to dump out your chair, and you've got to go to Public Works and buy a sticker and put it on, and they come by and pick it up. Because when they go to dump that truck out that specific day, it's a bunch of stuff with just stickers on it.
Well, what happens now when they go up there? I mean, when they pick up your chair and your garbage, it's all in together,
Yeah,
right?
all of ours is, right?
Yeah.
But you still pay like $20 for a mattress.
The mattresses can't be dumped in the trash truck, is what they said at one of the meetings.
Right.
They have to be
'cause
dumped
I
separately.
just had a mattress, I had to pay $20 for it.
Yeah, I was just wondering about, because we don't have a sticker situation on them now, and I just wondered if there were extra things that had to be gotten rid of, that they could take them without a sticker, that's just part of the municipal, or the residential trash.
I don't see why they can't, but again, I think it's all the policing part of it. They want to be able to dump the truck out and say, there it is, all the colored bags, nothing else. And I think these other towns, like Middletown, have to generate additional revenue, and that's how they do it, because the chair don't fit in the bag. So they charge whatever the fee was.
I just think that because we're pretty unique right here, and I know that Middletown, as you say, everybody doesn't participate in it, and they get different haulers that haul, right?
Right, and I guess that's the other part, is that I think even though Bruce will say differently, I think you politically will have a huge problem if you think that you're gonna, not you, just the town is gonna enforce and tell people it's mandatory. I don't think you can do that, even though he thought he could do it in town ordinance form. I don't think people would take kind to that, and I think there'd be a bunch of people at the meeting complaining about it. I think if a person wants to participate in the program, they participate. If they don't, how can you force them to do it? Because you're gonna have people who own businesses out of town and say, I take my trash in my car and I dump it into a commercial dumpster in my business that I'm paying for.
You're right.
Don't tell me what to do.
You're right.
And how do you encroach on that? I mean, that's that person's
The
right.
only way it would work if Island Rubbish picked up 100% is if we had the bags.
Yes.
That's the only way it would
Yes.
work.
Yes.
I think the only way the
And-
system
and
works
still-
in general is if you just have townwide collection, which I think is a difficult proposition to sell.
The taxes would go up. And you'd have to hire the Patriot Stadium for the town meeting.
Right. And I think it's difficult because you're talking about the livelihood of a local business who's put many hours and revenue into the community. And when you start talking about, the town's always famous for saying support the local person, it becomes very difficult when there might be such lopsided bidding.
Well, I, for one, would not want Island Rubbish not to
Right, I
have the
think we all agree
contract.
on that.
I think we all agree on that. But I think there are ways to maybe have that happen.
Why is it that the transfer station is breaking even with their user fees for $100 a year? We're subsidizing Island Rubbish, and people who get the trash picked up is so much more expensive, so that if we try to even it out, it's, a big difference.
I don't profess to be the expert, but I would assume that part of that is that it's very easy to fill a 100-yard trailer and haul people's trash once a week up in a trailer. It's very different. You can't go up and down roads with a 100-yard trailer to pick up people's trash, so they gotta do it in smaller trucks, which means they fill up quicker, which means they have to truck to Johnston.
Pick up trucks filled
Yeah.
with.
Yeah, so they've got that whole hauling piece that's probably, they gotta go every day up there and dump out where
So if we weren't subsidizing, it'd be like almost triple what with the person who's taking trash up to the transfer station.
I don't know,
So why would we want to encourage people to go up there?
I don't know.
I mean,
Like
why
I've always said, I think that
not go up there?
one of the questions that came out in the beginning was what is the actual rate that Island Rubbish would pay if they had to go up there and dumped under their own account, right? And the short and long of that is that if they're dumping under their own account, that doesn't get charged to the town of Jamestown's cap, which then immediately does what? It skyrockets the recycling rate, because the recycling rate's based upon only the trash that comes out of the transfer station. And that's, how do you not, in due diligence, perform that exercise to figure out what it would be?
You can figure it out, find out how much tonnage
Well, one of
is getting charged, and get that cost and move it over to Island Rubbish and divide it by the number of people that pay Island Rubbish, and that's what the difference would be.
Yeah, but we don't have updated tonnage numbers.
Take last year's,
Yeah,
800,000, something like that, was it?
I don't know about that.
You know, it's been such great.
No, I don't. I don't know. God, let me just look a bit.
Not sure. Tonnage years or even if I last year, because from the year before.
I have the notes.
What are you looking for? I'm looking.
What last year's tonnage was.
Last year's. Well, this is one of your analysis.
The recycling contract? Is that
Oh,
what
solid waste tonnage for the 09-10 was 2,037.
Right, I have that.
2,000, so yeah, 2,300, let's say 2,300.
For Island Rubbish?
Why are you saying
Total.
2,300? 2,037.
Right.
Why are you saying 2,300?
Well, she's got one system.
Is this, yeah, but is this the,
This is
Oh,
from
solid waste
recovery
recovery
results. Is
James?
that the one we're looking at, resource recovery?
Well, 2,000, round it off, 2,000.
So Island Rubbish dumped 2,000 tons of trash.
And we had 22 hundred in 08, 09, so we're,